Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Troll Doubles of You with D Cubed. Today, I have a bit more time to film this episode, so I think we'll just make it a little bit longer of an episode and try to film 3 or 4 battles, depending on how long they go. But yeah, we're going to be using the exact same team you saw in the last episode. My so-called competitive team that I've built to try to do well on the ladder. This is probably the best team I've built, in my opinion. And it had kind of a rough start in the first episode, but I really think that we can pick up some wins with this team. So I talked about it in the last episode, so you guys know all about it. Let's just hop onto the ladder and do 3 or 4 games today, and hopefully try to get a few wins. And here we go. So yeah, I really like this team. I think it has a lot of Pokemon on it that I'm comfortable playing with, or at least a lot of Pokemon archetypes that I'm comfortable playing with. Yeah, you got the Fake Out Tailwind support. Ooh, this is actually a cool team. I've played a team similar to this at regionals before. He's got a really just hardcore Sun team. He's got Chandelure. It probably is a Scarf Chandelure. And Fairap's Fake Out is going to put on a lot of pressure. He's going to be able to fake out my Mew before I fake out his Pokemon. So maybe Mew is not the best idea here. Suicune is looking decent, but I'm guessing he has Solar Beam on that Charizard, maybe Energy Ball on Chandelure, and probably a Grass type attack on that Cherrim. So leading Suicune probably is not the safest option. And my opponent actually has a pretty good matchup against me, I would say. Talonflame is going to be very, very key in this game, I think. And so is that Kyurem, really. And I might try leading Talonflame and Kyurem. I think that lead puts on the most offense for me right from the get-go. I can bring in Mew later after I've potentially burned his Infernape's Fake Out and just get more pressure off that way. He leads his own Talonflame and Carbink. Carbink's an interesting Pokemon. I'm not really sure what to expect from it. But I'm guessing our Talonflames are Speed Tied. I forget my... Okay, yeah. Our Talonflames are most likely Speed Tied, so the question is, do I want to take that risk? And I don't really have any good switch-ins anyway to a potential Brave Bird, so I'm just going to go out for the Brave Bird on a Talonflame. And we'll just Earth Power that Carbink. His Talonflame outspeeds, but he chooses to target Kyurem. So we're going to get the KO on Talonflame and get should be some nice damage on this Carbink with a Earth Power. And yeah, it actually crits and one-shots. I'm not sure what his Carbink was going to go for there. I really have not seen Carbink at all, ever, in any form of Pokemon. Alright, he brings in Infernape, and a Fake Out onto my Talonflame is just plain obvious, so... I'm going to switch in Mew, honestly. And just protect Kyurem to burn this Fake Out turn. He could go for a really, really, really good play and maybe Fate my Kyurem with his Infernape and just go for a Heat Wave. But I really think that the pressure Talonflame is exerting forces him to use Fake Out onto that Talonflame. He has Charizard Y, so no crazy Charizard X shenanigans. And yeah, Fake Out comes on to Mew, so that's going to be fine. And Heat Wave, yeah, okay, Heat Wave does some pretty decent damage there, Mew. But he is going to have to double target me if he wants to stop me from getting up Tailwind. And I think I'm going to go for the Fake Out here. Oh no, I think I'm actually going to go for the Tailwind. And maybe switch to Charizard, to be honest. I like that the best. Let's go for that. He probably, well, actually, yeah, I could Fake Out the Infernape and switch to Talonflame. I like that better. Yeah. And then next time I can Brave Bird the Charizard and threaten the Psychic out of Infernape. Yeah, this is safer because he's probably just going to Heat Wave and then attack my Mew with his Infernape. And so Mew is most definitely going to get double targeted here and probably not get the Tailwind up. So I think if I just use Tailwind on this turn, Mew will just go down immediately. So I do want to Fake Out that Infernape, get the switch into Talonflame, and then hopefully go for a really powerful Brave Bird the next turn. My opponent's thinking for a while. I don't think he has too many other plays other than double targeting Mew with Heat Wave and then maybe an Overheat from Infernape. Yeah, alright, so we get the Fake Out off. He flinches, and yeah, we see Heat Wave. Fine by me. Now I can... Yeah, I might Brave Bird his Charizard and go for the Tailwind. Brave Bird will probably pick up the KO on Charizard. Yeah, as it does. Okay, yeah. So Talonflame gets fed from recoil, so he's just going to KO my Mew, most likely. He goes for the Vacuum Wave. That was a very... That was not a good play by my opponent. because that let me get up the Tailwind, and that might just seal the game. We can bring in Kyurem now and do some pretty nice damage. Actually, wait, he should Vacuum Wave though, so I don't want to bring in Kyurem just yet. Let's actually go to Lucario. Oh. He's making me think the more he waits. I am going to go Lucario. I want to wait to bring in my Suicune until the sun goes away, so this Cherrim will be able to threaten Suicune less. Because if it reverts back to its normal form, then the grass moves will be doing much less damage to me. Yeah, he does bring in Cherrim here. So I can just close combat that Infernape maybe. Maybe I want a Helping Hand close combat, honestly. Just to ensure the KO. I'm not solid on my calcs, and Psychic's not going to do much to... Yeah, and that's fine. So Lucario at worst is going to be lowered down to a Sash here from that Cherrim. He just shows a Leech Seed though, so that's fine by me. Because we'll be guaranteed to outspeed my opponent next turn, and I can just go for the Helping Hand, close combat onto that Cherrim. I highly, highly doubt that Cherrim can take this. But I mean, you never know. And even if he has Scarf Chandelure, we still should outspeed it with Lucario. Yeah, my opponent's actually got a pretty... My opponent's team is pretty solid for what it looks like. You know, you see the 4 Fire-type Pokemon and then the Abstract Pokemon in Cherrim and Carbink, but he's definitely putting up a fight, and his Pokemon have the potential to dish out damage. And we're actually in a much worse position than it looks, because our Mew is very weak, our Lucario is very weak, our Kyurem is very weak, and then Charizard does not do too much damage to Chandelure, and Suicune can be threatened by Chandelure if it has Energy Ball, and especially if that Cherrim has Manual Sun, which it might have Manual Sun. He's taking a while to think. He's definitely got to make a right call this turn if he wants to put himself back in the game. Because I'm guessing this Helping Hand close combat should just KO Cherrim, and once again, you see all the work Mew can do for a team like this. With Fake Out letting me get nice switches in, with Tailwind allowing me to outspeed my opponent's Pokemon, and then Helping Hand just allowing my sweepers to just deal immense damage. And maybe we're going to see the power of Helping Hand in close combat next turn, which might pick up the KO on that Cherrim, and we're going to see right now if it does. Oh, his Cherrim Helping Hand, so very good move. But yeah, we did pick up the KO. I'm not sure if that crit mattered, but he should get the double KO with Heat Wave. Yeah. Alright, so it is now Chandelure versus my last 3 Pokemon. I'm going to go Kyurem and Suicune because this forces my opponent to either Heat Wave and KO the Kyurem, or Energy Ball Chandelure and allow my Kyurem to get off an Earth Power, which should seal the game. So I think no matter what my opponent chooses to do, we are going to be picking up the KO here, or just enough damage to put us in a winning position. But yeah, no reason not to just Scald and Earth Power. My opponent can definitely not get a double KO here. So he kind of has to pick his poison and just choose what Pokemon he wants to attack his Chandelure. And yeah, this should seal up the game. So that was now Kyurem actually outspeeds his... Oh yeah, I forgot. We had one more turn of Tailwind. I counted wrong. I thought that was the last turn. Alright, so yeah, pick up the KO. And we'll see that ladder at 1322. So we're definitely climbing. I want to refresh my memory on what the bottom rating is for Double ZU Top 500. And it looks like it is 1492. So we have a little ways to go, but we can definitely get there. And we'll hop into another battle here. That was a great game. You saw the utility of Mew once more. You saw all the Pokemon have just great synergy. They can pick up so many KOs. Ooh, this is a threatening team. There are a lot of people back in VGC 2012 and 13 ran Hail Room teams like this with Reuniclus, Dusclops, Abomasnow, and then Talonflame also is a great addition to Hail Room teams like this. So Talonflame was a very good lead, but I want something that can stop his Trick Room from going up, because that'll be my win condition here. If he gets up Trick Room, he might be able to outdamage me, so I don't want that to happen. So we have Mew who can Fake Out, but we cannot Fake Out Dusclops, so I think I just want a way to just do huge damage to that Dusclops. And so I think that Talonflame Charizard may be the way to go, because these two can hit all of his Trick Room setters for a lot of damage. He's going to go his own Talonflame and his Reuniclus. Okay, so smart lead by my opponent. Now the question is, do we that Talonflame? If we choose to double target Reuniclus, we're gonna let that Talonflame get off an attack, which could potentially one-shot both of my Pokemon. So am I willing to sacrifice my Pokemon here to stop Suicune from going up? And I think what I'm actually gonna do, he's just gonna Brave Bird my Talonflame probably, and that'll pick up the KO. Let's Brave Bird and Heat Wave and hope that we get the KO on the Reuniclus. He quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think last game I forgot about a quick guard option, and I got punished for it. Yeah, okay. Great move. And now I think I'm gonna do the exact same move though. I'll force him to Brave Bird. He probably has the faster Brave Bird, but yeah, force him to Brave Bird, and then Charizard can get off a Heat Wave. I do kind of need to preserve my Charizard though for that Bulbasaur, so that's something to keep in mind. But I do not think he can KO it here unless he wants to, trade Brave Birds, and then I'll KO both his Pokemon, and he'll only KO one of mine. And then I'll have Talonflame alive to deal with the Bulbasaur later. So I don't think there's any way for my opponent to pick up a double knockout here, which is definitely good for us. Yeah, we actually have the faster Brave Bird, so our Talonflames must be speed tied. And he shows the Acrobatics, and that does nothing at all. And we get the KO with Heat Wave. So the decision to run Acrobatics is an interesting one on Talonflame, but you see there how a Brave Bird potentially can KO Talonflame in one shot, but the Acrobatics there just did nothing, and that's going to preserve both my Charizard and my Talonflame. So I'm in a better situation than I ever could have hoped for. And now I think I'm going to Brave Bird with that Bulbasaur, put it in range of Bullet Punch, or Fake Out, and then probably switch out my Charizard so that I can renew the Sun later. And switching into Lucario isn't bad, switching into Suicune is not bad. Yeah, let's switch into Suicune this turn. Okay, he protects Bulbasaur, so great read by my opponent. And he might have Water types Talonflame. Yeah, okay, so great read by my opponent. That was a good play. And this Slowbro is going to become very threatening pretty fast, so I want to make sure I can deal with it. I don't know what his Mega is, though. I'm guessing it's a Bulbasaur. Alright, this gets tricky. I think I'm going to Bullet Punch a Bulbasaur. And do I Skull it? Or should I Calm Mind? We should have to start with the Trick Room, so I'm going to Calm Mind and then Protect the next turn so I can bring in Charizard. Then hopefully a sweep from there with Charizard. He's got to double target Lucario if he wants to KO it though, so I should be able to get off another attack next turn also. And yeah, he uses Mega Bulbasaur. Oh my gosh, takes out Bullet Punch incredibly well. Side Sharks by Lucario, and Earthquakes. That's actually good for me though, because I can get a free Calm Mind here. And I can bring in. Do I want to bring in Charizard and double protect? I think I do. Yeah, let's just go for the double protect here. Switching out as a Bulbasaur would be a very good play here, so that I can't safely Solar Beam next turn. And we'll see if he makes that play. If he does switch out a Bulbasaur here, I'm just going to Heat Wave the turn following that, under the assumption that he's going to bring in a Bulbasaur back to lock me into a 2-turn Solar Beam. We'll see what happens though. I'm guessing he does carry a Grass move. If he leaves, oh yeah, he does. He does switch out a Bulbasaur. And a double switch. Okay. Now the question is, does he have Wide Guard on that Machamp? But I think I just want to overheat the Machamp and maybe get up another Calm Mind. I think this is the time to do that. Yeah, let's go for it. He switches out to Bulbasaur, so this is going to be good for us if we get this overheat off. Ooh, that does a lot of damage than I thought it would, though. So maybe he has a Rock move. Yup, he does. Man, I thought the overheat would do so much more. That's a really bulky Machamp. Night Shiftsman. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure why that overheat didn't do more. That took that a lot better than I thought it would. Here I can just go for the fake out and just go up ship. But yeah, that was. I honestly thought that would come close to getting the one shot. So I mean, understandably the hail was up, so I didn't get the sun boost. But that still did not do. Wow, I thought it would do a lot more damage than that. Maybe that's my bad for not knowing my calcs. Great switch into Dusclops, calling the fake out. He's gonna get a dynamic punch off on us, but we are faster than him. Okay, and we get the KO. I don't think that crit mattered. We are at +2. Alright, so taking out this Abomasnow really is going to be the problem here. Tricker is not up, though. If he has Giga Drain on his Abomasnow, we definitely need to double target here. Yeah, I like the double target play better than, yeah. I thought he might not protect. Ooh, almost picks up the KO. And he does have Giga Drain. Does not do that much damage, though. And he gets up Trick Room. So how much did Hail do? I mean, has Psychic 26. This is pretty safe. I don't think he'll Giga Drain Mew, but I think he could Blizzard, predicting to protect. But I think it's too unsafe for him to just Giga Drain Mew, because I could potentially get a lot of damage off. So yeah, as long as he doesn't make the play of Giga Draining Mew, I should be able to get the KO here on that Abomasnow, and that's really all that matters. Oh my gosh! That was cool. I've never seen Pain Split used like that. Still though, I think I just want to. Now we have to double target the Abomasnow. That much is that's for sure. He's just going for more Pain Splits, and that Giga Drain's not going to KO, but we should get the KO here. Yeah, that definitely. Cool. And Hail's going to go down this turn, so we are going to get leftovers, and we can start healing back up with our Suicune. So Suicune coming in clutch here, being able to take all these attacks thrown at him, and he's going to start recovering back up. He's probably going to Pain Split my Mew, which would be a very good play. But I don't know if his Slowbro probably can KO my Suicune at this range. So maybe we should Psychic Slowbro. Start getting damage on it and just protect this turn. Yeah, he does go for the Pain Split. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, and I don't know my Psyshock damage calc. Yeah, any damage on Slowbros, he shows leftovers, so not... Okay. So it wasn't even Mega at all. This Psyshock's got a KO, though. Or Nightshade. Ooh, yeah, great double target by my opponent. Yeah, I'm fishing for a special defense drop here. We gotta KO the Slowbro. I'm not sure what attacks it has, but if he KOs my Kyurem before I KO the Slowbro, then that's game over for me. This is gonna be a really tight finish. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that shows the power of Kyurem right there. That was insane. I did not expect that to do that at all. And yeah, that's gonna be game for us. I thought that was gonna be like a 2, 3, maybe even a 4 KO based on Slowbro's bulk. But yeah, Kyurem, and I mean you got to give that KO to Mew there though. Mew has just done so much work today, and it looks like we're gonna pick up another win against this opponent. I don't think Dusclops can take both of these Pokemon. Yeah, he's Nightshading the wrong Pokemon there. You got to target this Kyurem, and we crit it and lower him down there. So at this point, one more should finish him off, even if he Pain Splits. And Pain Split's a really annoying move, though. Nightshade did 24. Wait, HP. He Pain Splits Mew. Let's do this just in case. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Alright, so that'll be game. Great game. That was a really good game. Yeah, you see how tight that finish was. That was a really cool game. And yeah, that opponent was really highly rated too. So yeah, we're climbing up. We're 1342 now. Let's check our time here. I think we'll try to get into more battles. We'll see how long this next one is. Oh, yep, and this is going to be probably the best game yet with this team. This is just like a VGC team. This is a great, solid team built by my opponent. This is not too far off from what I've seen in the past in my competitive years. Kieran's going to be good. Tailwind is going to be superb if we get up Tailwind in this game. And yeah, killing that Ferrothorn is going to be important, but we have 3 Pokemon that can do the job. So preserving my Pokemon to kill that Ferrothorn is going to be important. I might need Mew Lucario, to be honest. Well, but the lead on this is the toughest part, I will say. I'm going to go Mew Kyurem. Alright, so I'll take this lead. Let's fake out the Rotom and switch Charizard. I want to preserve this Kyurem for KOs on the Landorus, on the Latios, on the Thundurus. And yeah, getting in Charizard here is pretty safe. We're faking out that Rotom so he can't predict that switch and Thunderbolt us. And then next turn, I think his Ferrothorn is going to be pressured to switch out, and we can just go for the Solar Beam onto his Rotom. And he protect. Okay, good protect though. Let's see what he does with Ferrothorn. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is that a banded Ferrothorn? That Gyrobot is insane damage. Let's Tailwind here to cover for the Ferrothorn switch, and I do think I want to Solar Beam that Rotom. He did not switch though. He does have protect. Cool. So great move by us this turn. Solar Beam picks up the 1 KO. The crit I do not think mattered. Solar Beam KOs a lot of Rotoms. He's going to require a lot of bulk to take that. And if he had a lot of bulk, he might not have even gotten the Thunderbolt KO on Charizard. So I'm not sure if that Solar Beam mattered, but if it did, sorry to my opponent. But we have the Tailwind up now, and we are looking mighty fine to just Helping Hand and Heat Wave. Maybe Overheat is the right move here. Maybe. No, I think I'm gonna Heat Wave. We have the offensive momentum. We just want to take. Yep, and he does not switch out for a throw. He goes for a double protect and gets it. But Heat Wave picks up the KO Landorus, so he's not bulky like I feared. He is just going to be a Scarf Landorus. And yeah, we can just Helping Hand Heat Wave all day long. That was a really, really bold double protect on Ferrothorn. I'm not sure why he made that bold of a move. So much damage though from Heat Wave. So much damage. And he Draco Meteor's Charizard, and that's fine because that's gonna nerf his Latios a lot. Who do I want to bring in though? Actually, I'm going to bring in Speaking right now, and there's a reason for this. I want to preserve my Talonflame and my Lucario as long as possible, because if my opponent plays smart, he can keep his Ferrothorn alive until he takes out the threats to it and then win with Ferrothorn. And I do not want to let that happen. So this turn, I have a few options. He's probably going to protect his Charizard. So I'm going to be bold. I'm going for Calm Mind here. He does not, though. Mew almost gets the KO. If he Solar Beams, he Tailwinds Latios, and so, okay. So that was maybe an overly risky move on my part. Now we have to stall his Tailwind. I can Psychic Protect. I like that play. I don't think he can take out Mew. And if we go with this Charizard, okay, yeah, Smart switch to Ferrothorn. And yeah, but he Solar Beams. Okay, so that's good for us. Probably going to bring his Thundurus here. And if he does, I don't know. Okay, he brings Latios, though. I'm going to get out my own Tailwind here. And I don't think that his Ferrothorn should outspeed my Suicune, so I'm going to Ice Beam Latios. Draco Meteor does nothing to Mew there. You see Mew's bulk. And yeah, we do get attacked twice before the Ferrothorn gets his attack off. And he doesn't land the Power Whip, doesn't even KO though, so that's a very bulky Ferrothorn, that indicates to me. Because if that was a max attack Ferrothorn, that definitely would have KO'd. So this is my opponent's last turn of Tailwind, so I can Psychic Thunderous now and Protect, and then sacrifice my Mew, and then next turn I can bring in Kyurem. If he KOs Mew, and if he doesn't KO Mew, then I can just Helping Hand Ice Beam him, because I'll be faster than him with both Pokemon. He's probably going to make a smart double target here onto Mew, but that's fine by me. Yeah, great double target, but Mew lives. So now let's just Helping Hand Ice Beam onto Thunderous. Yep, and that'll be game, because we have Talonflame, we can just Flare Blitz that. Okay, yeah, this was an intense game. This was a great game. You see how this team's taken down like really standard teams. Like his team is definitely more standard than mine. Definitely probably has a higher base stat total. Definitely more common Pokemon, but yet we still won. So I think that shows the potential strength of this team if played correctly. And yeah, we made some good plays that game, and we just came out on top. Rocky Helmet, all that recoil, but we're still going to pick up the win. I'm guessing that opponent was pretty highly rated, and yeah, he was 1387, so he was higher than us. So we're at 1365 now. I think I will call an episode here, because that was a great win to finish on. Yeah, so 3 really cool wins for this team. We're starting to... It bounced back from its unfortunate loss last game. You're seeing the strengths of it, I think. And yeah, I think it can match up against the most standard teams that are out there. So I'm really happy with this team that I built. I hope you guys are as well. I think it's still a pretty cool team, so you guys won't get bored of it too easily. I'll probably feature it in 2 or 3 more episodes because I want to see how high it can get before it kind of hits that ceiling of, oh, we're running into stuff that's beating it really often. So yeah, we'll run it until it hits the ceiling, and hopefully that'll be when we reach that top 500 on the ladder. So yeah, I'll see you guys next episode as we continue to climb with this really cool team. And goodbye.